about John Candy or what was wrong. But he was my friend, and I don't want to cry, but when I see him, when you see his face, I mean...
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Walensky, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griff, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who the minute you see his face, you're gonna smile. He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
Guess my secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of jumped to a different level.
I'd made winning my whole life. And when you make winning your whole life, you have to keep on winning.
You've been in more turkeys than a stuffing mix.
I think the weight of everything he was doing was just too much.
The hazard of this business is that it's very unhealthy for people pleasers.
You can't really do favors for people.
It's a bottomless cup of coffee.
If you go a whole lifetime eating your feelings, drinking your feelings, smoking your nerves, it shows up.
You know, there's some things that are just painful. That's it. And you can't make them not painful.
Hollywood's still reacting to the shocking news.
John Candy is dead at the age of 43.
But it's the face you put on the world that defines who you are.
He lived his life very much like the movies. He was the child that made everyone happy. And he was the adult that did that.
You know, I remember John caring when not a lot of people did.
Every time you go away,
This is no meager life we reflect on today.
you take a piece of...
This is as full a life as any human can live.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing?
Magnificent of visage, eyes and frame. A titan of a gentle, golden man.
Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me.
I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
Secret to acting would be I pretend real hard. Say I'm gonna hit this guy, you know, in a fight scene. I'll pretend that I really hate his guts. And if that doesn't work, I'll just have them cut the scene out.
John Candy had taken a different route in entertainment. After joining Second City in Toronto in 1972 and honing his improv skills, he became the breakout star of the Second City sketch comedy show SCTV.
You got to be a swingy to make an opera like that.
His improv experience would come in handy in film roles that followed, like he would even use characters he created at Second City as blueprints.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
Already had great respect for him and thought he was really funny. It was a little awkward at first because you're getting to know someone, but eventually we just really made each other laugh.
Though he's made it to the top, John candidly admits that he's still a bit starstruck by big names like Steve Martin.
Sure, absolutely, you know. And then you meet him and you realize, you know, he's not real funny at all.
Needless to say, they hit it off, and not long after, they made the trip to New York to begin shooting.
I see the player you mean. Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before the players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons.
Check 1, 2, check 1. Check. Okay, let's do it. Sure, it's just so easy. Like anyone can just show up in someone else's life and say, "What's all this fucking mess?" But the person who made that mess, you point to any spot, any little pile, and they'll say, "Oh, That's got a story. That's from that. That's from there. This is, from my grandma. Because you know what? They've lived it. And just because it overwhelms you to see someone else's life sprawled out across a physical space, and for it to take up the shape of its container as a fluid thing, it freaks you out. And you know what? The worst thing you can do to a neurodivergent person is to show someone neurotypical you don't have it all together, that you're not fully organized, and even if you are working on it, doing better every day, it doesn't matter to them. My dad came in the basement and he looked around, said, if you don't clean this shit up, I'm gonna burn it. My dad threatened to burn my artwork. I'm gonna have to put that in the mix, and he's gonna have to live with it. Just, back it up.
What did this player dream?
Let's keep going.
This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed.
I'm gonna put that in the mix, and he's gonna have to live with it. But
it dreamed it hunted and was hunted.
Forget what my life has been for 24 years. It didn't matter to him in that moment. He never saw it. He never saw it. This is what it looks like when I'm getting shit done. You don't know me. You don't know my fucking life anymore. You've always been at a distance. So forgive me if I keep you there. Because when you set foot into my arena, you can't handle the neutron style.
Damn.
No, you know what? Grab the inner child. I need it. April 14, 2020, 17, 60, February 9, 2021, I don't remember, 18, 76, 77, Valentine's Day, 2 in the morning, April 2021, May 31st, 1911, October 7, 1927, 1960, January 22, 2021, 2021, 2021.
The original interface, a million years old and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with a million others to sculpt the true world in the full of the and created a for in the. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game.
We'll make you burn barns, big black barns, quite a gun of plastic. How long will you last if you should trip the life fantastic?
It doesn't matter what I did today, it matters what I did yesterday. I am a time traveler with memory loss. I'm a time traveler with memory loss. I am a time traveler with memory loss.
Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind?
Involuntary patient advisement to be read and given to the patient at the time of admission. Del Amo Hospital, Griffin Roof, April 19, 2021. Section 5150H of the Welfare and Institutions Code requires that each person admitted to a facility designated by the county for evaluation and treatment be given specific information, written orally and in writing and in a language or modality accessible to the person, and a record of the advisement be kept in the person's medical record. My name is A. Henry. My position here is EM. You are being placed in the psychiatric facility because it is our professional opinion that it is a result of a mental health disorder. You are likely to be unable to take care of your own food, clothing, or shelter. We believe this is true because the patient was drawing on the walls and had no sleep for 2 to 3 days. You will be held for a period of up to 72 hours. Your 72-hour period begins April 19, 2021 at 11:45.
Sometimes through the noise of its thoughts it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer and it shivers under a black sun. and it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it if sorrow would destroy it, the sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere.
5250 holds are an extension of a 5150 hold. While 5150 only imposes a 72-hour hold, 5250 holds can include up to 14 days of involuntary mental health treatment. What is insurance fraud? Insurance fraud occurs when someone knowingly lies to obtain a benefit or advantage to which they are not otherwise entitled. April 28, 2021. Griffin is released from Del Amo.
And yet, they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them, too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless.
May 6, 2021, Griffin reads the text messages his parents sent during the incident, and he knows he is never going to share them with another soul.